Chairman of Lagos State Broadcasting Service, the DG, Minister of Culture, Minister of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, the GM of Lagos State Broadcasting Service, Corporation, thank you, Director, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me the greatest pleasure to be here this afternoon. I said in my comment here that I have seen and I'm still to come back again on a working visit, that is going to specifics. As of now, I'm just looking, and I really don't want to say much as of now. But one thing that I'd like to say is that I am here as a representative of our Governor, Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola. We are saying that this state is not well projected, most especially when Lagos State news are read as periphery. Lagos State news should be number one. However little the news may be, it should be number one before any Sokoto State, Kaduna State, or any other state. I want to solicit your cooperation in this regard, so that people will not just look at us as if we don't really know what we are doing. I've always believed that he who pays the piper dictates the tune. I am not going to lay any blame on anybody, but I need your cooperation from now on. The quality of work in Lagos State Broadcasting Corporation is being one of the best in Africa. But as it is now, things are I really don't know. I can't say we are getting to number 2 or number 3. Ogun State is taking over everything. Let us work together so that we can all bring the past glories of this radio and television station. I'll come back. Whatever your problems are, we will try and solve them. The quality of pronunciation. Sometimes they call my name Mr. Tobo. All names of commissioners, whoever is reading the news should be able or be conversant with the correct pronunciation of these names. We should be able to call names. Since this is a Yoruba state, we should be able to call the names of commissioners correctly, names of people correctly. And I want to solicit for a cooperation that very soon the weekend 24-hour service should be restored. Thank you very much.
For our board, which unfortunately couldn't meet here to receive you because of the lateness in receiving this last copy of your itinerary, and also on behalf of the management, to thank you very much for your visit and for your observation, which I will regard as not misplaced, and which of course we have been striving very hard to address. Times will come when we would need the Honorable Commission, the DG, the entire Ministry of Information to help us in some of the tasks we want to achieve in order to achieve you all decide.
If you have been privileged to read what I put in the visitors book, you would have seen that I said I have toured all the facilities. I have seen, and I still reserve my comments because I still have to go into details why certain things are not working, what is preventing certain things from going right. Okay? So maybe in another 1 or 2 weeks I'll still come back here.
So no definition.
On a working visit. I am.
Governor Commissioner.
How are you, sir? I'd like to welcome you. And now say, and now say,
Let your presence be felt.
Yes.
and I'll say,
Forward Nigeria.
and I'll say,
Forward Nigeria.
up white,
No say. Up we good. Fly high. Up women. Dynamic.
always below. This is Ajayi, Brother Ajayi, Sport Director. Mr. Adibunpe, Sport Director. Alaji Yes, Sport Director. Alaji Adebayo, Sport Director. Alaji Doctor.
I know you very well. Incidentally, was my classmate.
Alaji Bulaja.
Fine.
Alaji Pamusu,
Chairman. The chairman
of
the
the
local
government.
Yes.
Ayua, Constant, Bushiri Niam. Alaji Adesanya, Sport
Pastor.
Director. Alaji Alas Mudakeke, Corporation Secretary. Alaji Irile, Accountant. Alaji Okumao, Auditor. Other side, Secretary. No, it's the accountant. Yeah, it's treasurer. Where?
Ready for end of this month?
Not a problem.
Huh? Want to?
I'm ready.
Share your
All directors here present. Members of the management team of the Lagos State Printing Corporation. Gentlemen of the press who are here. We have commitment. I think I have to compress whatever I want to say today. We're all happy that the commissioner is here. is a very familiar face to this corporation. I'm sure everybody knows him. When he was appointed, we all said, well, the whole problems of the printing corporation is solved. And he has told me in confidence. And he said, Yomi, you just ask for it and you'll get it.
That's right.
Our story in this corporation is different from what we met a year ago. And because of the enthusiasm to let the public know what has been achieved by the management and the board, we have put a separate report together. We have asked for the permission of His Excellency to receive this report. And to that extent, the governor had given permission that as a self-sustaining corporation that can go and borrow from the capital market the sum of 38 million naira. I'm sure the commissioner will tell us more about that by the time he gives his response to the ones that we cannot see at the moment. But basically, when we got here a year ago, in 1992, the auditor report here was done up to 1997. I'm proud to say that today, within a year, we have completed 5 audited reports up to 1992. Most of the vehicles that are broken down are resuscitated, even though at very high price. We have provided a sick day to make sure that members of our staff are taken care of. We have presently opened the sales depot at Alausa Secretariat. We have considerably brought down the number of people that the corporation is indebted to from 5 million down to 2 million. We have redeployed as necessary management staff to areas where we know that they can best use.
The Director General, Minister of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, GM, Printing Corporation, board members, ladies and gentlemen. What I am going to say right now is not because Chief Benson and some members of the board here are my friends. It is a candid assessment and opinion. I must say I'm quite impressed. He has told you that I am not a new man, that is, I come here regularly. I come to see him not because I need some contracts here. I come to see him because he's one of our staunch members of NLC. And I've been privileged to see the corporation at work without even being conducted round. I come here often. I must say this, that since he's been here, one day I came here, it was this on pass, and I said that people are still working till about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. What are they going to, how are they going to get to when there are no transports? I saw them queuing here. I said, what do they think the bus will come from outside? You're going to carry them? There I saw 2 buses carrying the staff of this corporation to their various houses. I was quite impressed, and I said, if Printing Corporation here could have a bus, then Minister of Information will have more buses. I have gone around and I've seen all the facilities. I am quite impressed, very, very much impressed, and I can assure you that whatever, since you are not getting money from us, but whatever help you require from our own end will be too glad to do it. I'm quite aware that you are processing a loan, and I'm sure that once or when you receive this loan, it will be well utilized. Let me congratulate you on behalf of your board. I congratulate you, Chief Benson, for holding forth and doing all the necessary things that make this place to perform. Thank you very much.
A quarterly magazine for this corporation, and being the commissioner on seat, will please take your indulgence to help us launch this magazine. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Governor of Lagos State, on behalf of the Governor of Lagos State, and on behalf of myself and the staff of the Ministry of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, I launched this magazine, Last Print News, quarterly magazine, to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind generally. I am launching it with my own small amount of money. I launched it with 500 naira.
We believe we are not just another board. We believe we are board of boards. I'd like to read to you the comments of the Honorable Commissioner in this visitor's book, and it says, Printing Corporation is one of the parastatals under my ministry. I'm quite impressed with the facilities here and the progress made so far. I'm quite sure that the corporation will do well, judging from the crop of dedicated chairman and board members and staff. There's still room for more improvement. Thank you and God bless. Documentation of our activities for the past 1 year. In order to save time and to make sure that this report is red hot, I will please like to deliver these documents to you for onward transmission to the government.
Okay, sir.
And I also like to seize this opportunity to commend the tireless efforts of people under the Ministry of Information for all the cooperation we have been receiving. We wish to seize this opportunity to ask for continued cooperation in the years ahead. And we also like to say that as a corporation in the printing trade, we are sometimes jealous when jobs that should come to us directly go out. We want to say and appeal through this medium that we want to be given the first option of refusal before any job is found out to any other contractor. But I'd like to assure you that we will be very competitive and we'll also make sure that we will turn out very good jobs. Thank you very much.
The entire staff of the Lagos State Ministry of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, we say a big thank you to you. And with regard to your request being given the first offer for request or for denial or what? First option of refusal. That's what is noted. What I should say, however, that when one's child prospers, even if you are not on good terms with your child, you still feel satisfied at your child's prosperity. The Lagos State Printing Corporation is it is in our own enlightened self-interest to make sure that you prosper and you do well. Be that as it may, your prosperity should not sacrifice quality workmanship, timeliness, and all the other things that go with, good management, of which you represent the epitome of. So we'll see what you can do, and we're sure that the future is very promising. But this government and this ministry or this honorable commissioner will not like to be taken for granted. Just because a government parastatal, that should not be an excuse for sloppiness, shoddiness, or all that is not wanted. But you can be reasonably assured that you will be our first port of call for any job, for any printing job, either coming directly from us or from other government agencies and ministries. Well, as a matter of fact, we have quite a lot of problems here. First and foremost, Nigerians sorry about that. About 10 miles away from here. Yes. Parliament of Lagos has distinguished, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the Honorable Commissioner to the Lagos Rising Publishing Company. Since we are the typesetting center, it is pertinent to mention that this center is one of the revenue-generating arms of the company. However, the center has been bogged down problems caused by broken down equipment. The center is also used for the production of Lagos Rising newspaper. Fortunately, today, Monday, is our production day, and a lot of activities is going on here. Apart from the typesetting center, the company also operates from two other locations. That is Reverend Ogobe, where we have the administrative headquarters of the company, and the Daily Times along Latin Jacobi Road again. That's where we do our printing. Hopefully, we will soon move to parent site where the production hall is completed. I must mention here that the building, the work there stopped temporarily because of fault, and it is hoped that work will soon resume will be good because the contractor handling the project has just been paid as a part of the money. We are sincerely looking forward to the day when we move to the site. I should also mention that it's very, very important for the Honorable Commissioner to kindly assist us to seek quick action on the completion of that building because of the need to install our rotary press very, very quickly. This is because the machine was delivered in March 1992 and is still being kept in the warehouse. I want to point out that before the machine was shipped to Nigeria, anti-corrosion grease was applied. This grease we have since learned would only last for 1 year, which has actually expired. As a result of this, it is very likely that the machine might not look like machine we put an end to our printing with Times Press, because now our cost of printing is about 6 naira per newspaper, while we sell at 4 naira.
The same, and board members, GM, Director General, Minister of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, Director, Minister of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, ladies and gentlemen, I'm quite happy to be here this afternoon to see the facilities and the men at work and the women. I know you have women here. When I say men, it means everybody together. Pardon me, madam. I am just going around. I know you have problems. Even in private companies, they do have problems. Not to talk of government companies. I will try my best. Maybe I'll come back again to sit down with you and maybe break down these problems into smaller units so that we can treat them one by one. I'm quite aware of some of your problems, particularly this equipment you're talking about. It did depress me when I got into the ministry recently. Let me not say much here. You and I'm talking about the chairman, you and I are friends and we are members of the same party. We should be able to work out a perfect system whereby everything will be working well. I thank you. One thing that baffled me, when you said you are printing for 6 naira and you are selling for 4 naira. That is debit already. You can never make profit. Then we have to find a way of solving this problem. I have often said that Horizon should go daily, weekly paper. You have so many people who can buy your paper daily, and if we can assist you in setting up a good press, a good what do you call it, a good all the necessary machines